Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for a lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7. For today's racetrack, Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit by using with a Genesis G70 3.3T all-wheel drive Prestige package 2022 is now set and go for having a best luxury saloon vehicle made by Genesis, a subdivision brand to Hyundai. So in about 8 hours, 42 minutes and 30 seconds as the ranking registration period will end before the next one will be continued on along with a new lap time challenge we'll be featuring with the Aston Martin Valkyrie 2021 at Red Bull Ring. Well, I can't say because this is going to be a busy ongoing development for myself to be planned and have some major upcoming content videos for myself. You know how hard it is because when summertime is here, all I have to do is gonna have to work hard and development just to have some be creative ways for myself as a YouTuber. But it's all about trying out with all kinds of new cars, and Gran Turismo 7 is all about having some best experience and give it a good feel potential about these kinds of new rides as well, along with the new updates. But looks like the end of June is now come to an end before arriving on to July earlier after Independent Ford. So I had to get ready to go and try out the G70 is now set and go over to be on the UK racing circuit. But the BOP regulation is about to be set automatically on 366 horsepower and weight 4,001 pounds is perfectly to see how an all-wheel drive South Korean luxury vehicle is now going smooth driving and a best road to go racing commute. But it was a very good road car to be drivable on transportation, is now suitable to be driving on urban cities. So let's get down to business and head on over to the track. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start the lap time challenge. Here we go. Let's begin. It's been days since we have finishing from the GTWS Manufacturers Cup in the 2023 series. All the live stream development and set to be on the encore content video just to be on a reminder for my YouTube channel is going to be take some time. So you see, it takes main part of the possibility to go for the goal objective when driving with a brand new South Korean luxury vehicle is now doing a best time to go for the goal objective by around in a minute 42.37 seconds. Now all I have to do is gonna go down onto the ranking board just to have a best smooth driving skills to see how it turns out perfectly. Other Gran Turismo players did a good run out there by exactly to be in the main hard going effort by a minute 39 seconds depends on the time of the decimal before going up on to 40 seconds. So I had to scroll down and find a good Gran Turismo players to have a good replay icon just to go down and do a ever going saloon driving commute to be on the track. Here is the replay icon is now being selected by an Australian Gran Turismo player. Zero-John Tidor is now actually to have a very good placement in a minute 40.523 seconds. Time to go for the helping hand and load up the ghost, successful, and the good thumbnail image to have a good preview showcase on the G70 is now actually to have a fine wing spoiler is now being attached to it. So let's go on over and let's give it a good feel to see how a brand new South Korean luxury car for the first time ever. But this one is quite very sure to have an all-wheel drive is now being made as a luxury vehicle. 3.3T is now being potential as a turbocharge, but it was very good to have a prestige model. So the timer begins. Just gonna get over onto the warm-up until the hard going effort to have main turns in 5 sectors around in Brands Hatch. But on the inside of the interior view, this is so very much more luxurious to see how the Genesis vehicle is now actually to have a very good, excellent, stunning performance and different style. So I had to go down and do the first lap as a warm-up because this one is very brand new. It's now being made from 2022. But we're in 2023, by the way. I guess it's gonna get so much more beautiful to test this baby out for a spin. Only on Asia Oceania events is now being exclusive to this one, along with all kinds of different performance event is now currently to be related with some Asia Oceania events. So gonna have to go over onto sector 3. I can't say this G70 is a very good top of the line, is now being put up to have a first time ever to be on a subdivision brand by Hyundai. The interior style, different features on the GPS, steering wheel, and a best of the best to have a 21st century technology is now being amped up and go for having a good engine performance is the Hyundai Lambia TGDI. So gonna have to be going over, and here comes the second lap. Just gonna have to go over onto the hook cam if I have to go harder and make my way onto the bronze position. Here goes nothing. This could get tricky. Just gonna have to go and catch up the ghost car. We'll be doing lap number 2 on the chase. Yeah, looks like give a good potential to be step up and drive hard. Okay, gonna have to keep a good careful. Finishing on the first sector to go back on number 2 of the sector. But very good compound tires we'll be using for the sports medium will be doing the best purpose to go steady up and find a good line to do an all-out balance just to make sure they have a good perfect corners to be well performed. So gonna have to keep it up. Next turn on the way, go right. Make your chances to go on the inside before entered on sector 4. Keep it steady. Don't get caught in the penalty because it's all about the track limit, depends on the different icon according to the main part of the update. Now it's going up onto 3.1 seconds. Going in on sector 5. Okay, that's a good potential exercise training technique. Smooth driving, smooth paved road, and commuting route is now currently to have a best of the best Genesis vehicle for the first time to be debuted. So there it goes. Right on the silver level in the minute and 42 seconds on the decimal in 0.738. Let's give a good hairpin to go on to be proceed at turn number 2. Stop on in. Come on, just gonna keep a good amp up onto the main straightaway. That should do one turn at a time. Take a good practice and be patient. Just hang on. Just going to get over onto the course map just to make sure. Now going back onto the Hogden Hill. Okay, next turn. Going on to the Westfield. Dingledale on the way. The handling is definitely might be quite good to have a counter effect to go understeer, but also for having a good way to commence with an oversteer when you're driving with this luxury sedan car is now actually have the good excellent sport performance. Just like this, and the matter of skills will have to take some time if you can handle it by around in the minute and 42 seconds to go harder or intermediate. So almost there to be entered on the 4th lap after finishing lap 3. Oof, so very close. Luckily, I just already took 1 day of a daily workout after midnight. Is now currently to be well stopped at the WTC 600 at Tokyo Expressway. All kinds of new engine swap for every compatible vehicles, but I can't wait to see how it turns out. Depends on my RD test session for my free time. So, gonna have to keep a good strategy lookout for every part of the turn when you're in Brands Hatch by driving with the Genesis G70 to have a very good current usage and BOP work to see how it turns out to be drivable and master your way onto the goal position depends on the decimal time. But after all, this one is very brand new to be part of the Gran Turismo community. It is going to be a best time to go enter to be drive and embrace the experience with Genesis, the subdivision brand for Hyundai from South Korea. Okay, go for the curb on the right. Gonna keep it steady. Keep a good watchful eye on the time. But I thought this is going to be a piece of cake ever since from Tsukuba circuit on the wet surface by using the AWD TT on the 2015 model. Okay, looks like it's gonna get much more pretty tough on the Clark curve. Go for lap number 5. Keep that good torque up. My ghost car is still yet to be going behind. Okay, keep it steady. Just to have that position right next to the apex. Okay, keep holding in. Looks like that might have to take one session. It's now going clear for the limitations on to 6th lap. Come on, just going to keep this puppy up. Almost there. Okay, that's 0.3 seconds up ahead on the plus. Resume on sector 5. Okay, so far so close. Gonna have to keep a good master on the Clark curve after this. Down the way I go on turn 1, going back on the hairpin in turn 2. There we go. That's the ticket. Now going steered on the left. Make that Granham Hill bend is now going in. Okay, looks like it's about to get much more steeper out there onto the Surtees. Bummer. Looks like gonna have to keep a good master turn on the Surtees after cleared from sector 2. Come on, just going to gain some separation. 0.7 seconds is all I need to be masterful and drive to achieve. Looks like this ghost car sure might give a good expert handy. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be 10 minutes. Just go all the way and make a perfect clear turn for only 1 lap. So I had to brace myself. This could get messy on turn 1. And there goes the track limit. Alright, so looks like silver level it is to be on the main outcome on one session by a minute 42.426 seconds due to having 6 laps in one part of the single session. But after all, 6.98 miles on today's driving marathon after the WTC 600 at Tokyo Expressway to do some free time experiment. But look at the sessions on the result, you guys. Here we have session 1 in on sector 1 in lap 3, 20.729 seconds before currently to be stopped on lap number 5 in sector 2. 15.672 seconds and go all the way up onto lap number 2 in the third sector. 15.160 seconds and going down below currently to be stopped in the middle on lap number 4. 25.155 seconds and then going down onto the 6th lap in sector 5 is 25.059 seconds. That makes the calculation is now depends on the rarity, performance, and skill set to be on the main best type is now currently to be well placed up and get nearly there onto the gold level. So remember you guys, just gonna keep working hard and save a replay just to be on a reminder after this before you'll be going back on to session 2. Change of plans, gonna have to go over and have the feedback torque to be reduced on to 8, feedback sensitivity to be on 5, and then I'll have to go again on attempt number 2 for the second session with some changes on sensitivity and max torque to be on the feedback. But I'm pretty sure it will have to go pushing through and face many turns and elevation around in Brands Hatch to go over onto the paddock hill band. Time to begin and get yourself prepared. Steady closely and don't lose enough grip. Here comes turn 2, followed by the Druids, going down at the Granham Hill, followed by the bend in sector 2. Okay, pretty safe and clear. Slurtees is now approaching. There we go. Gonna have to push away and go forward to have a good gap distance between in 0.5 seconds. Hawthorne's coming closer. Here it comes. Stay on track and stay on the left side of the track before the next turn on the right. Okay, good run. Now for the Clark curve on the final corner. Better get ready, folks. I'll have to pull the brake and keep up the good inside on the right line. Haha, yes! All cleared and made it on time to the gold level. My record is now going A clear in 1 minute 41.899 seconds. Looks like I just passed the test and cleared to become as the novice driver by using for the Genesis G70 3.3T is now actually to have a good prestige package in Gran Turismo 7. Thank you very much, and this is where my best lap time is now going up by the update. Just like Tsukuba Circuit in the Audi TT 3rd generation model, but the best road car is now going toughen up and go harder to be driving on the main track as a commute vehicle. So total driving marathon for today is 81 miles. Perfect match and good to be checked to be on the highlight to be marked on the green in every 5 sectors equals to have a chain amount is now currently to be on the main get-go by sector 1 in 20.894 seconds before currently update on sector 2, 15.649 seconds, and then in the middle of sector 3, 15.046 seconds before enter to take the next 2-1 in number 4, 25.281 seconds, and 5th sector is 25.029 seconds. Well, made it on time, and comparison to top cars is now at in 2.86% in 16,888 place. 3/8 and over to be in 16,100 points is now currently to be in the main position at the main spot. So I have to save a replay just to have the demo onto the hood cam. For this part of the content video, along with the previous in this part of the lap time challenge, the next one we'll be using with the Aston Martin Valkyrie 2021 is now going faster and challenging at Red Bull Ring as the Genesis G70 3.3T all-wheel drive Prestige Package 2022 at Brands Hatch is now finished. All we have to wait and find out which is going to be the next one depends on the real car or racing car category to be on a different track. Another gold record cleared by the medal and 2 million GT credits is all cleared. Just in time before the next day will be set and go for the confirmation as we're about to go enter for the next lap time challenge. We'll be at Broadbean Raceway for the Amuse Nismo 380RS Super Leggera. Well, this is gonna get much more pretty piece of cake just like go-kart since GT Sports. Just to have a 2-week duration is now being available in about 12 days left. But after all, the next one is still yet to be available by trying out with the Aston Martin Valkyrie 2021 at Red Bull Ring is still yet to be available in about 5 days left. So I have to keep a good watchful eye out on the Porsche Esports Challenge USA between on the championship or the online time trial. Just to make sure to check it out on the GT Planet is gonna have to do some explain the details. But it was a very good excellent tryout with the Genesis G70 3.3 Turbo all-wheel drive Prestige Package 2022 is doing a much more fine saloon luxury vehicle is now being put up as a 2022 model. So, gonna have to wrap this up before at the end of the video. Video editing and development will have to go, but having a lap time challenge will be commenced with Operation Online Time Trial Marathon as I'm about to sort things out. Just leave it to me, you guys, and even of course to have the arrival on July after finishing to have all the Total Drama World Tour liveries like Team Victory, Team Amazon, and Team Chris is really hot before moving on in July by having 2 teams from Total Drama Revenge of the Island with Toxic Rats and Mutant Maggots along with characters is now being related to Season 4 to put up onto Team Variation. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.